Welcome to the 2014 Meet the Teachers slideshow. Our kaupapa for this slideshow is to make sure that you can hear messages from myself, the principal, hear from our teachers, and leave the slideshow informed about what's happening in the school and with a view to looking ahead to the interviews that are coming up in April. A big concept that we're taking the children towards this year is the concept of change. These are the key understandings we want our learners to develop. That there's always change, change affects all things. Change occurs in every aspect of our world and daily lives. It can be slow or fast, natural or human-made, planned or unplanned. A big change we're having this year is we're trying to give families a great opportunity to sign up early for sports. We also ask families to sign a digital citizenship form. Pupils from year 3 to 6 can sign the form themselves with their parents, but younger students, their parents can sign on their behalf. We'd also like people to sign up to help for P&P or sign AP forms to make paying your school costs simple and effective. So what's the vision of Mornington School? Well, for 149 years, we've wanted to work together to live and learn. We live by our values at our school of whakauti and kawenga, respect and responsibility. Part of what we do in the school is leading towards developing competent New Zealanders of the future. And to this end, we have 5 key competencies which are outlined in the New Zealand curriculum that we want all our children to develop while they are with us. These are thinking, relating to others, understanding language, managing self, and participating and contributing. A good way to remember them is the acronym TRUMP. And I guess if you think about it, if you've got those things in your back pocket, it's like having a trump card for life. If you can think, relate to others, understand language, manage yourself, participate and contribute, you are well on the way to being a really effective citizen. This term, we're going to be focusing on relating to others. And this means getting along with other people. And a school is a really good place to do that. Well, this is Meet the Teachers, so let's meet the team. The school is broken up into 3 teams. A junior team, a middle team and a senior team. Our junior team has the most teachers because we want to have small numbers of children in our junior classes to give them the best possible start. The junior team is led by Carmel Jolly, our deputy principal. And we have 1 new teacher in our team this year, Emma Watson. The middle team is led by our acting assistant principal, Shona Powell. And joining Shona are Liz and Jenny. We have 3 middle team classes. The senior team also has 3 classes, and this year it is led by Ross Tucker. Ross is the acting team leader while our AP John Kidson is on leave. Ross is joined by 2 new staff members, Tracy Freeman and Sarah Bell, although Sarah got married at the last weekend, and so she's going to be known as Sarah Rietveld. 2 other key important members of our staff are Margaret Van Betu, who's our reading recovery teacher and special needs teacher, and Alison Ware, who's our special needs coordinator. Our teaching team is well supported by a great team of support staff, led by Joy Larson in the office. Sandra Wells provides administration support. Our other support staff are Jolene, Rosie, Janine, Kieran, and this year Jill Thompson joins them. We've got a brand new caretaker too, Mr. Chris Wamfrey. We also have 5 University College of Education teacher trainees. Communication is the single biggest important ingredient for healthy and harmonious parent-student-teacher relationships. We encourage you to pop in before and after school, or communicate via notes, email or phone, or make a time for formal interviews. We talk about the dog and the elephant. For the dog, we talk about it's important for us to know about family events. A recent one in our school was where a child's long-standing family pet was put down. It was a sad occasion for that family, but it was useful for us to know that so that we could provide awhi and manaki, some care for the child during the day. The elephant, I guess, refers to the elephant in the room. And sometimes it's important to be able to make a time to come and discuss those things, particularly if they are a bit tricky or you're having a bit of a worry about it. The Board of Trustees also has a concerns and complaints policy. Our focus this year, our arotahi, is high expectations for learning, attendance and uniform, just to name a few. We want high engagement, that is, we want students, parents and community to take a full part in the school. And as with every other year, achievement in literacy and numeracy is high on our agenda. Also is inquiry learning, and we want kids to be aware of the 24/7 nature of learning. It's just not 9 to 3. Everywhere, everything is an opportunity to learn. Another big target for this year is our e-learning and the use of digital tools. And as the year goes on, more and more iPads will be pushed out into classrooms, as large TVs are also going to be put up on the walls of classrooms to enable all children to have access to digital information. Homework is probably a key area of homeschool partnership, and we look forward to your support in this area. Of course, all our learning here at the school is derived from the New Zealand curriculum, and we cover a wide range of things throughout the year. Sometimes they have their own area, sometimes we join them together. We call this our base and our rich curriculum. The base curriculum obviously is literacy and numeracy, but our rich curriculum is all about what we call inquiry. Last year, the school devised its own inquiry process, and we brainstormed a way to be able to prepare and show children the multitude of ways that they can learn. Our 5-step process takes us from the discovery of something, to doing some thinking about it, to doing some learning, acting on that learning, and then reflecting on what has been learnt. Parents can join in this language of learning and ask some helpful questions. You know what it's like when they get in the car after school. What did you do today? Nothing. Well, how about saying, what are you learning? And saying, how are you doing that? Or how will you know when you're getting there? These questions can be useful conversation starters around the dinner table in the evening, as is asking everyone to say 3 things from their day. It's amazing what you find out. This year, our sports is going to involve each child signing what we call a sports code of conduct for students. These are based on our values of respect and responsibility. And yes, it is a change, but we think that it's an important one for children to be able to make a commitment to their behaviour while they're representing the school. There's also a code of conduct for parents. One way we can show respect and responsibility for the school is through our uniform. There are a variety of ways to wear our uniform, and these can be found on our school uniform guidelines. If your child walks to school, we can provide them with a free orange vest, high-vis, that they can wear on the streets. These are very popular in the winter time. And now a word about school payments. On average, each child pays about $30 for stationery. Every child is asked to pay for trips, excursion and performers an activity cost of $65. This is a one-off cost, and you will not be asked for any money for any trips for the rest of the year. There's also an optional tax-deductible $70 donation. We do 10 sessions of swimming at the start of the year and 10 at the end of the year for a combined total of $60. That comes to about $225 annually, or $1.12 a day, or $5.60 a week. Pretty good value. And if you are on a budget, APs are the way to go. And don't forget, we have FPOST in the office. So what else is on this term? Well, swimming is underway for the juniors, and soon we'll be starting for the middle and senior teams. The triathlon is being held on a Sunday this year in response to parents' requests from last year. Camp starts in the last week in February. Our Perceptual Motor Program, or PMP, is starting, and we'd love to have some volunteers come and help us with that. And as well, there's all the usual class trips. At the end of March, we host a visit from the Education Review Office, and they will be with us from the 17th to the 20th. Sports on offer this year are much the same as last year, but there is a change. Softball and T-ball carry on from last year, but touch, flipperball and futsal are going to be able to be signed up for almost immediately. The one change that we have here is that in order to guarantee a place in a team, you must pay the subscription at the start. The PTA. What a great group of people. They support our school, they run community building events, they have regular barbecues, discos, raffles, they fundraise in support of teaching and learning. The board, the PTA and the staff work together for our children. The PTA worked with the board last year to provide iPads using the funds raised from our really successful fair in September. If you would like to join the PTA or would like more information, contact the office. The PTA's AGM is on March the 10th. And just a wee heads up about next year, where we celebrate the 150th Jubilee of the school. You're invited. Put it in your diary and pass it on. Tell everyone you know. If you're interested in joining the committee, contact the principal. If you want more information or to be kept in the loop, email us at the address shown or join our Facebook group. Well, that's about it. 2014 is going to be a great year. We look forward to working with you and your child.